Hey everybody, Sean from Movie Assault here, and it's time for another monthly pickups video, this time for February 2023. I've got stuff this month from Big Lots, Amazon, eBay, and Half Price Books, and let's just get right into it. So I'll start with the Big Lots stuff. First thing I picked up was a 4-movie collection called Thrills and Chills, which features Pet Sematary, A Quiet Place, Crawl, and Overlord. I own all of these movies separately. I was thinking about giving this away at some point. I thought it was too good of a deal to pass up. So that's why I picked this up. By the weight of it, it feels like all 4 are on separate Blu-rays. So I don't know. I just thought this would be a nice thing to give away at some point. Also picked this one up. This is Den of Thieves, starring Gerard Butler, Pablo Schreiber, O'Shea Jackson Jr., and 50 Cent, Curtis Jackson. And there you go. And there is the back. This just looks like a sort of a generic run-of-the-mill crime action drama type thing. And I think I paid $3.99 for this. And then, surprisingly, I didn't own this. This is My Cousin Vinny, a classic with Joe Pesci and Marissa Tomei, Ralph Macchio, and Fred Gwynne. This was $2.99. Too excellent of a deal to pass up. Love this movie. Just an all-time classic. We'll get into the Amazon stuff. This actually just arrived yesterday. This was $5. It's the remake of Fright Night. I figured I'd give it a second chance. I've only seen this once and wasn't too thrilled with it, but at $5, I figured I would give it another go. And I just recently watched the original Fright Night again, and it had been a while since I had seen the original Fright Night when I watched this 10, 12 years ago, whenever the hell it was, 12 years ago. So I'm going to try it again. This I have not seen yet. Clerks 3, probably the last of the Clerks trilogy. Well, if it's the trilogy, it's the last one. Of course, this is from Kevin Smith. Looks like everybody comes back for one more go-round. This is the only one of the Clerks movies I have not seen yet, and I have heard good things. This is something that I watched on, I think, Prime Video, and really enjoyed it. So I wanted to add it to the collection, and they had a deal on it, so I picked up Fall. And this is a movie, if you are scared of heights, this will get you right in your gut. It's a fairly low budget movie, but it's pretty effective. The characters do a few stupid things in it, but as far as movies go, movies of this type go, I should say, this is pretty good, from 2022. This is a blind buy, and I have never seen this, even though it played in my theater back in the 80s, and that's The Burbs with Tom Hanks and Carrie Fisher, Corey Feldman, and Bruce Dern, among others, directed by Joe Dante. And just recently, well, a couple of months ago, I rewatched Gremlins, so I kind of was interested in what else Joe Dante had done, and looked at this, and then I think they were selling this for $5 on Amazon, so I just picked it up. And then this is an upgrade to an all-time classic movie that I have on Blu-ray. This is the 4K Ultra HD of Escape from New York from John Carpenter, starring Kurt Russell and Donald Pleasance, Harry Dean Stanton, Isaac Hayes, and Adrienne Barbeau, of course. I love this movie. Saw this in the theater when it was released. My dad took me to see it, and I've been a big fan of this ever since. And Escape from LA, I believe, is now available on 4K, but I'm not sure I'm going to get that one. I really didn't like that movie very much, but I've only seen it once, so maybe I'll give it another go. But this is a classic. And I know a lot of people have been expressing issues with Shout Factory's and Scream Factory's 4K releases, that they've been arriving from the factory scratched or with fingerprints or whatever. So I did open this and looked at it, and it appears to be fine. So, yay. Also picked this up from Amazon. This is Prospect, a movie I had not heard of, but it has Pedro Pascal in it. And I've really been enjoying what I've seen of his work, so I figured I would check this out. It's sci-fi, so This has gotten mixed reviews. If you've seen it, let me know in the comments what you thought of it. Same for anything you see in this video. And this one I did watch. This is The Menu with Ray Fiennes and Anya Taylor-Joy and Nicholas Hoult. This is a really, really interesting and twisted kind of movie. I really enjoyed it. Thought it was a lot of fun. Surprisingly, my wife watched it, not with me. She watched it. She was out of town and watched it, I think on HBO. And she actually made it through this, and she was a little undecided on whether she liked it or not, but I thought it was just really, really a good time. Definitely not what I was expecting at all from the premise and the trailers and whatnot, but really glad I picked this up and added it to the collection. Another sci-fi film that I have heard good things about that I wanted to add to the collection, total blind buy, is Vesper. Sort of a dystopian sci-fi film. I don't know anything about this. I don't even know who's in it. It looks to be a foreign film, possibly. Couldn't tell you. It is in English, but I don't know where this was made. Maybe Lithuania. Yeah, the support of the Lithuania Film Center and the Lithuanian Tax Incentive for Film Production. So, yeah. But just interesting. I've been getting into sci-fi a little bit heavier than I normally do. So thought I would check that out. I should say more recent sci-fi than I normally do. And then this is a film that I owned before and got rid of it for some stupid reason and have now added it back to the collection. It is American Assassin with Michael Keaton and Taylor Kitsch and Dylan O'Brien. Still haven't seen it. That is it for Amazon. Then from eBay, I picked up the Shout Select Collector's Edition of Red Dawn, the original from 1984. This is just a classic movie. Saw this in the theater when it came out. I believe I think this was the first PG-13 movie when it came out. Or if not the first, one of the first. But this is the Shout Select Collector's Edition, and looking forward to rewatching that, of course, with a lot of notable 80s actors. And then this is a film that I'm surprised that I didn't own. Picked it up from eBay. Field of Dreams, one of my all-time favorite movies. I think I've mentioned it before on the channel that I'm not a huge baseball fan, but I love baseball-related movies. Or things that are about baseball in movies, like A League of Their Own. City Slickers has a lot of baseball stuff in it. This movie, The Natural, I don't know what it is. Baseball makes for good movies, better movies than it does a sport. But this is the 100th anniversary edition, so it's got a nice slipcover with a gatefold. Love this movie. And I've shown this on my Instagram account. This is a Steelbook edition of Us from Jordan Peele. And the seller was nice enough to send it in this nice protective case, which is very cool. I still have not seen this. This is a blind buy for me, but the price on this was just too good to pass up, so figured I would grab it. And then what I picked up from Half Price Books, I picked up with Elizabeth Olsen. This is Silent House. Another blind buy. This was on the clearance section. All of these were actually on clearance for $3 each, so I picked these all up. And I picked up another Elizabeth Olsen movie, complete coincidence, with Jeremy Renner, Wind River. And this was written and directed by Taylor Sheridan, who is responsible for Yellowstone, the TV series. So we'll check that out. And then last but not least, from Half Price Books, National Treasure 2, the Book of Secrets. I watched National Treasure for the first time in January. Figured I would watch the sequel with it fresh in my mind. So that's what I picked up. So there you go. That is everything I picked up for February 2023. As always, thanks for watching this far into the video if you're still here. And as always, if you like this type of content, please subscribe. Click the notification bell to be notified of future videos. And thanks again for watching. Take it easy.